The container ship Dali is finally free from the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore after hitting one of its columns and destroying the bridge on March 26. It took almost 2 months for the ship to be refloated because the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers had to remove the huge debris that fell into the water surrounding Dali and the portion of the bridge that lodged on the ship's bow. This included blasting the huge trusses of the bridge that rest on the ship's bow to proceed to the next step, which is refloating the vessel, removing the subsurface debris, and finally reopening the channel. Debris removal is a very delicate operation because loose scraps could fall or dislodge at any moment, endangering the crew involved in the clearing operation. As you can see in the video, 5 tugs are employed to help refloat Dali and bring her to a lay-by berth for further investigation and repairs. You keep in mind that everything that's been happening here is carefully planned to refloat the ship safely and efficiently. This includes when they started moving the stuck container ship last May 20, 2024 at 6:40 a.m. They chose this time to take advantage of the high water predicted at 0.52 meters, which occurs at around 5:24 a.m., as displayed on NOAA's website. We can also check the water depth surrounding the container ship by visiting fishingapp.gpsnauticalecharts.com and finding the Key Scott Bridge. The depth unit is in feet, but we can change it to meters in the hamburger setting. So, the depth surrounding Dali is about 10.9 meters. Her draft is about 12 meters, as seen on the Vessel Finder website. Adding the high water of 0.52 meters or less, because the tide is ebbing, still leaves her about 11 meters. She has to deballast, and with the help of 5 tugs, the refloating process became a success. We can see here on this video that the huge pile of concrete and debris is weighing in on Dali, and this causes her to trim by the head. Trim by the head means the forward part of a vessel is heavier than the aft part. Usually, when a loaded ship is towed, she should have an even keel, but this isn't possible here, even after taking out the necessary ballast for refloating. During the refloating process, the ship also didn't use her engines, but she had power, as shown by the deck lights. She can also use her winch to handle the mooring lines. However, due to ongoing investigation, she didn't have enough power or was restricted from using the rest of the generators for her propulsion. Her bow thruster might also have been damaged. This is a replay of how the refloating started from my ship tracking. The 5 tugs slowly nudged Dali at about 6:48 a.m., until they could pull her away from the bridge and bring her to a lay-by berth for further investigations and repairs. During the whole process, the speed was only about 1 knot. This video is a time-lapse playback of the salvaging operation until the ship reached the berth. The ship's crew found safe access under the debris, enabling them to moor the ship safely. What's next is that Dali will undergo further investigations and the company may send divers to check for damages in her hull. Crew change is still off the table according to the spokesman for Synergy Marine, the company that manages Dali and its crew. They have to wait for the go signal of the NTSB. As for the containers Dali is carrying, there is an option of unloading and transferring them to another ship, especially if she needs to go to a dry dock for further repairs.